Over the course of the pandemic, of course, many businesses have been affected by COVID-19 and all of its varying effects on our communities, not only in southeastern Michigan and across the state, but all throughout the U.S. And that includes our entrepreneurs. But one organization is still out there doing their part to help entrepreneurs get their businesses off the ground running and off to a successful start early. And that organization that we're speaking to today is TechTown Detroit. We're pleased to be joined by their Managing Director of Entrepreneurial Programs and Services, Amy Rencher, with us now on the MegaCast. Amy, thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Good morning.
Appreciate having you on. So for those that are unfamiliar, tell us a little bit about TechTown Detroit and what your organization does.
Yeah, so TechTown is a nonprofit business service organization. We own and operate a 135,000 square foot co-working conference and event center in Detroit's New Center neighborhood and support early to growth stage tech and small business entrepreneurs in Detroit and the Southeast Michigan region.
Over the course of the pandemic, has your organization, being that it works so close with these entrepreneurs and these small businesses, have you seen a boom in entrepreneurship over the course of the pandemic as people have had more time to kind of put their ideas into action and maybe have had to do it in some cases out of necessity due to a rash of job losses?
Your latter point is salient there, right? We're experiencing, again, a time similar to the Great Recession in Michigan in which we got a whole new crop of entrepreneurs of necessity, as you stated, folks for whom they've been laid off or because of COVID-related concerns, their health to themselves or their family, have chosen to take a new path or chosen to really dig into something, a passion that they've been sort of working on the side for a number of years. So we're certainly seeing that trend again in the unfortunate circumstances of the pandemic here in the city and the region. But I'll also say that Detroit's, we say that we represent Detroit's entrepreneurial spirit, and it is a strong spirit, and it is a tough go right now. The small business owners continue to struggle because of the lingering effects of the pandemic. And so for as much as we're excited, particularly in the tech world, about the startups coming at this time, there's a whole bunch of small businesses that still need our support.
Over the pandemic, where has been the one or the several most important areas of assistance that these entrepreneurs and these small businesses have needed from an organization like yours?
Well, early on in the pandemic, and that really was early on, the sort of rapid onset of March last year in the city of Detroit specifically, we launched 2 back-to-back grant relief funds, rapid relief funds for very small businesses. As we call those sort of micro enterprises, those with 10 or 15 employees or less, home-based businesses, freelancers, and that to inject some immediate liquidity in the market. And that was sorely needed, and followed by a number of similar efforts from colleagues like the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation and certainly state of Michigan thereafter. Since then, and part of the reason why we're on today talking about kind of the shift in programming at TechTown, we've had to shift and evolve with the changing nature of the market. And so we offered thousands of one-on-one consultations in the past year, quick-fire sort of Q&As. Hey, how do I update my hours on Facebook or on Google Business, which I haven't perhaps done since I started my business, but because of the pandemic, these times are shifting quite a bit right now. To how am I going to bring my business online, right? We're in the age of sort of omni-channel retail operations and needing to diversify our revenue streams. And so whether it's starting a website, introducing e-commerce into your website, selling on Instagram or Facebook Live, introducing curbside pickup or delivery, these are all means that we've helped folks through to help them evolve their business as the pandemic weathers on.
So what businesses are qualifying to be able to seek your services? Is it a certain time period that they've been around, a certain size of the company? What qualifies them to then seek services of an organization like TechTown Detroit?
So, as I said, we're a nonprofit 501c3 organization. There are many opportunities for the public at large, whether you're located in the city of Detroit or not, to receive services from TechTown. We have talked about these consultations. We have the TechTown strategy sessions. We have our Ask an Expert program. We have a network of over 100 subject matter experts in finance, marketing, HR, web development, that you can schedule a one-on-one virtual appointment with right now to help forward your business. We have the TechTown training series, an on-demand training series that helps folks center around these sort of pivot points I talked about, right? So sort of adding e-commerce to your business, or working through unemployment benefits, for example. Those are all publicly available resources to anyone, and a way to kind of enter our world of programs and services. Our core programs and services are focused on Detroit-based businesses, Highland Park and Hamtramck-based businesses, as well as Black and female tech founders specifically. And there's a whole slew of resources we have, again, for sort of early to grow stage. So on the tech side, we fill a unique void in the market for idea stage type businesses. If you're looking to see, is this idea something that can generate recurring revenue over time, right? Can I scale this idea? TechTown is a place for you in the region for tech businesses specifically. On the small business side, we focus a little further up. And so you had an idea, maybe you've sold your goods on consignment, you sold your goods at someplace like Eastern Market or online, you've been popping up, and you're looking to make this your permanent business venture, and servicing the longtime neighborhood business owners in the city who have a tremendous economic impact on the city of Detroit, Highland Park, and Hamtramck.
We're joined by Amy Rencher. She is TechTown Detroit's Managing Director of Entrepreneurial Programs and Services, with us today on the MegaCast. And over the course of the pandemic, Amy, have you found that TechTown services have become even more important to these businesses, to these small businesses and these entrepreneurs, even before the pandemic?
Absolutely. So TechTown is we're in our 16th year of operation in the city, so we're not a newbie, but certainly are not known to all. And so we continue to offer opportunities to come in and to our programs and services. But there is a real need to reach out to folks in this market. And I think one of the greatest ways that we have contributed to part of that is helping build community amongst entrepreneurs in the past year. And there's been a number of efforts, both entrepreneur-led and sort of civically led, thinking about, there's a Facebook group that has like over 1,000 active Detroit business owners that they converse daily on problem solving. Hey, how are we going to get this together? We're a proud member of the Detroit Means Business Coalition. This is a 60-plus public-private stakeholder initiative led by the City of Detroit and the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation, which has served probably more formally to help create and leverage opportunities for resources, fast communication in languages other than English as well for our non-native English speakers, as it pertains to updates through the pandemic.
We're joined by Amy Rencher. She is TechTown Detroit's Managing Director of Entrepreneurial Services and Programs, today with us on the MegaCast. And you mentioned connecting some businesses to other businesses for assistance, for some advice, for teaming up on certain initiatives. How much more important now have businesses learned that collaboration is in the business community, especially for small businesses, where so much of their momentum can be supported through other small businesses in a relationship that really can, in many cases, become symbiotic?
Yes, absolutely. It's key. And so there's collaboration in the forms of resource sharing and making sure, hey, did you understand that this employment benefit this way? But there's also buying opportunities for folks who have connected in this time or even prior. We can help make those connections. For very small businesses, there's opportunity to co-market, to co-buy. Right? If you're a small bakery, perhaps you're not able to afford pallets of sugar on your own, but if you're coming together with other small business owners, suddenly you have the opportunity to achieve economies of scale and price better your products and attain profitability or better profitability.
We're joined by Amy Rencher. She is the Managing Director of Entrepreneurial Programs and Services at TechTown Detroit, with us today on the MegaCast. Learn more at techtowndetroit.org. Amy, at this moment in time, or just really in general, what businesses or which entrepreneurs should be pursuing your services, your organization's services, and really when is the time that they should begin pursuing those additional assistances and help?
Well, that's a great question. TechTown is a hub, and we really pride ourselves on our relationships, certainly to business service organizations in the city of Detroit, but the region as well. We are a well-established organization. And so I talked about these opportunities for free consultation, the TechTown strategy sessions, for example. These are opportunities to meet with members of our team, help strategize, navigate not only our resources, but broader resources in the Southeast Michigan entrepreneurial ecosystem. We have a very rich and robust ecosystem here that helps launch and grow tech startups and small businesses alike. And so one of the things that I just want to impress is that, if you're looking for somewhere to start, TechTown is a place to start as well. And if we don't have the right resources for you, again, we pride ourselves on being great partners in the region and help connecting you to partners like the Macomo U Accelerator, resources at Lawrence Tech, for example, our peers at the SBDC. So we are a hub and a resource to all, certainly.
We're joined by Amy Rencher, TechTown Detroit's Managing Director of Entrepreneurial Programs and Services, with us on the MegaCast. Amy, just a few more minutes with you today before we'll say goodbye. For those that may be interested, have an idea that they've begun some entrepreneurial effort toward, have a small business that they would like to really catapult into the next step in its development. Where is TechTown Detroit located, and how can people first pursue the services of this nonprofit?
Absolutely. TechTown is located in Detroit's New Center neighborhood. We're just outside of sort of the greater downtown area. Behind me is our building, 135,000 co-working conference and event center that is in operation right now, certainly under strict COVID protocols, but we are operating to the public. The majority of our staff are working virtual or sort of in hybrid format. The way to get started with us most easily is TechTown's website, techtowndetroit.org. And I mentioned the TechTown strategy sessions. This is the best way to get started with us. This is a one-on-one consultation with a member of our programs team. There's a whole list of folks, both with tech and small business-based acumen. We are a community of entrepreneurs ourselves and pride ourselves on that. And so you'll see a whole slew of experience, expertise, folks from finance backgrounds to restaurant retail operations are all in there. And so I encourage, any entrepreneur that's looking at getting their start or thinking about the next step to start with a TechTown strategy session appointment. Again, you can find that on our website, techtowndetroit.org.
Amy, we appreciate having you on with us another minute or so before we'll say goodbye. Is there anything else that would be interesting or important for people to know about TechTown Detroit or your nonprofit's services at this time?
Our biggest celebration of the year is coming up on Thursday, September 30th. That's Toast to the Town, where we celebrate Detroit's entrepreneurial spirit. This is a special year. This is our annual fundraiser, but a special year in which we continue to honor a colleague who passed due to COVID-19 very suddenly late last year, Marlo Stoudemire, as a small business champion. This year, the Marlo Stoudemire Small Business Champion Award will be awarded to Carla Walker Miller of Walker Miller Energy Services, whom is a tremendous advocate for entrepreneurs in the region and a stalwart champion of our organization. We're also offering a People's Choice Award. It's a really fun time. It's virtual this year. It's 4 to 5 p.m. on Thursday, September 30th. But I encourage you for the opportunity to honor Marlo Stoudemire's legacy, Carla Walker Miller in her stewardship of entrepreneurship in the region, and a number of our other clients. I encourage you to take part.
Well, Amy, we appreciate it. Thank you for being with us.
Take care.